The steam age didn't just give us wonder, it gave us catastrophe, in equal and sometimes greater measure. And every one of the 5 disasters in this video directly reshaped how engineers build things to this day. Let's start with the one that started it all.
Number 5. The Hartford Boiler Explosion. In 1854, a steam boiler ruptured at the Fales and Gray Car Works in Hartford, Connecticut, killing at least 21 workers in an instant scalding blast. Boiler explosions were disturbingly common in this era. Poorly understood metallurgy and no inspection standards meant any factory boiler could become a bomb. The Hartford disaster was severe enough that it directly led to the founding of the Hartford Steam Boiler Inspection and Insurance Company. Just a few years later, the first organization built specifically to inspect boilers before they killed people, rather than investigate after they already had.
Number 4. The Regent's Canal explosion. In October 1874, a barge named the Tilbury drifted along London's Regent's Canal, loaded with a cargo few Londoners knew was on the water that night: petroleum and roughly 5 tons of gunpowder. It detonated beneath the Macclesfield Bridge at around 3 in the morning, destroying the bridge instantly, killing the crew, and shattering windows for miles, including at the nearby London Zoo. The explosion was powerful enough that it's still referenced in London infrastructure records today. The rebuilt bridge, locals still sometimes call Blow-Up Bridge.
Number 3. The Sultana Disaster. In April 1865, the steamboat Sultana was carrying more than 6 times its rated capacity up the Mississippi River, most of them Union soldiers just released from Confederate prison camps. Overworked, poorly maintained boilers, patched rather than properly repaired days earlier, exploded catastrophically near Memphis. Estimates placed the death toll at around 1,800 people, making it the deadliest maritime disaster in United States history, deadlier than the Titanic, and one that barely registered in the press at the time, buried by the end of the Civil War just days earlier.
Number 2. The Hartley Colliery Disaster. In January 1862, the single cast-iron beam of the pumping engine at Hartley Colliery in England snapped and fell directly down the mine's only shaft, completely sealing it. 204 men and boys were trapped below with no second way out. Rescuers dug for 6 days before reaching them. Every single trapped miner had died of gas suffocation. The disaster was so shocking and so clearly preventable by a second shaft that it directly led to a change in British mining law. Every colliery was thereafter legally required to have at least 2 independent means of escape.
Number 1. The Tay Bridge Disaster. On the night of December 28, 1879, a fierce storm struck the Tay Bridge in Scotland, at the time the longest railway bridge in the world, just as a train carrying at least 59 passengers was crossing it. A central section of the bridge, weakened by design flaws in its cast-iron columns and bracing, collapsed into the river below, taking the train with it. There were no survivors. The subsequent inquiry found the bridge's own designer, Sir Thomas Boach, had fundamentally underestimated wind loading in his calculations, a failure so consequential that wind load engineering became a mandatory part of bridge design standards afterward, standards still in use today.
5 disasters, 5 hard lessons. Every safety code, every inspection requirement, every redundant support system in modern engineering exists because people paid attention to exactly these kinds of failures instead of looking away from them. The steam age wasn't just brass and wonder, it was also the age that taught us, at great cost, how to build things that don't fail. Next time, we go somewhere stranger. What if the physics behind our fiction series had actually been real? Subscribe and stay skeptical of anything running at full pressure.